September 28, 1938. Dear Marg. Your letter received the other day, and again pleased to hear from you. I wish I could amble away, page after page, like you can. It would take me hours of pen pushing and brain racking to do that. As you say, it must be a gift. So, the wedding parties, showers, etc., are just about over. There must have been a whale of a season, or is everything on par? I went to the show last night celebrating my first night off, that I was too tired for nearly a week. The picture was Spawn of the North, also The Devil's Party, both good pictures. I really enjoyed the former more. Better actors and real action and scenery. There was also a travel reel on Ontario, the most were shots of Muskoka around Port Carling, Windermere and Elgin House. One part showed a couple of mines of the Golden North. The people got a great laugh out of it. The mines were two old silver mines at Cobalt that hadn't worked for about 10 years. Ah well, it was a good picture. You asked me if I saw Alexander's Ragtime Band. I saw it about 2 weeks ago and thought it great. Although they could still have knocked a couple more of Berlin's old pieces in. Never satisfied am I. I spent a couple of days in the farming district around Charlton, and believe you me, there is a lot of Canada that most of us are unaware of. The clay belt around that part is very flat with only a few trees and always windy. When I say windy, I really mean it. The farming is generally done with modern machinery, tractors, not small by any means. All have big metal barns and sheds, but what miserable houses, either small low shacks or big farm homes. Of course, the typical farmer taste. Most of them are well off but are so scattered and alone that the children are growing up to be bashful and timid even if they have consolidated schools scattered all through the district. We stopped at one farm of 500 acres owned by 2 Englishmen and families. The 2 oldest men came from good families in London in 1908 and started homesteading. Not leaving the land until the war, when they returned with wives. Apparently, they liked war. They told me some interesting things about their experience in a new country. I got a laugh out of their wives telling about their trip from the coast and what they thought and wondered as their train kept traveling further and further inland. I can picture the change of living and environment they must have gone through. I suppose everyone is talking war in Toronto as well as up here. Everyone around here is trying to get into copper properties. The old prospectors and stakers are keeping the recording offices hot. Well dear, I think I did noble with this letter, at least as far as I have gone. So, you are taking 4 weeks in the sunny south, eh? I sure wish I could go with you if you would have me. The only thing is we would probably want to keep going on and on. Turn out to be a couple of vagabonds just roaming around. Well Marg, I have to write mother before I turn up my toes for the night, so we'll say goodbye for present. As ever. Roger XX. October 20th, 1938. Dear Marg. Your letter was waiting for me on my return last Sunday night, and thanks for the clipping, pretty good I say. Makes me long for the good old Muskoka. I know when I woke up Sunday morning and looked out on the lake, calm and smooth as glass. I just felt the shape of my head. A person is crazy to leave it. Oh well, such is life. I bet your folks have plenty to say next morning concerning my late and long stay. Mother told me I should be ashamed of myself staying that late, but I'm still not sorry. The road above North Bay was terribly rough and the old car sounded like a couple of cans by the time we reached town. There was plenty of work waiting when we returned. An extra day sure makes a lot of difference. Gil had everything complete as far as he could go, but couldn't do much lifting by himself. Everything had to be turned or twisted some way to continue work. I lifted until my eyes popped, let alone inquiries and calls to catch up on. However, everything is to date again, although I am still at the shop, as you see by the writing material. Thought I would write you before going home to bed. Well Marg, it was good seeing you again, even if I did need a shove, and even if it was only for one night. I wish it could have been longer. However, I will get data on excursions and winter sports up here and have you up during the winter. We could have some fun. It would be better that way, don't you think, as you would see new country, where Toronto is stale, oh so stale to me. Gil is arranging about the cleaning of our house here. The one we are to live in this winter. I have only seen it from the outside as yet, but guess it will be okay. Mother and family will be up in about another week or so, and will I be glad? I am so darned sick of this hotel life. I never want to see one again as long as I live. Guess I'm just a little homesick, lonesome mother's boy. Well, my dear, I'm about at the end of my rope concerning writing material, so we'll go home and go to bed. Write me a letter soon, that's a girl. As ever. Roger XX. P.S. Excuse this paper. It's all I have. L.R. October 27, 1938. Dear Marg. Just a hurried note to say I received your letter yesterday. I was certainly pleased to hear from you and can imagine just how excited you must be. You see, I know you do get excited over trips. I bet you have a real time though. Yes, send me the address where you are stopping and I will write promptly so you will get the letters before leaving these places. Well, Marg, I'm very busy and Dad and Gil are already working, so I had better shake along. So once again, my dear, the best of luck on your trip and have a real time. As ever. Roger XX.